Hello and welcome back. And in this video, we are going to be creating our main screen for Journal app. So basically, when user logs in, they're gonna go into their homepage for to see all the journals that they have created so far. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna zoom out a bit in the storyboard, and we're gonna drop a new view controller right somewhere here. Okay, let's drop it at the bottom because it's going to segue from this view controller. Now, one thing is when you're segueing, let's say when you're segueing from one view controller to another, you can use that segue like just like we created last time, where you would directly link your control to segue or navigate into the other screen. Now, what we are trying right now is a little bit different situation because once user has authenticated, there are some events that are going to get triggered, and we want to navigate user to the screen when the login is successful. When that success event is triggered, only that time we need to actually log in into this app and show the main screen. Okay, in those cases, you create segue to the controller from the controller. So you're gonna select this, or you're gonna basically zoom out enough so you can see your target view controller and your main, like the view controller from where you're gonna navigate from. And you're simply gonna select this yellow bar, hold control key, and then drag and drop it on the top of the target view controller. And for the segue, select show. Okay. Um, Now, what this is going to do is you can programmatically say after certain events or on certain events you want to navigate to to this new view controller using this segue, and we're going to give this identifier journal home, for example. Okay. Now, what you're going to do is let's wrap this vController inside a navigation controller as well. So we're going to go to editor, embed in, and first make sure that you have the view that you want to wrap in is selected. So vController that you want to wrap in is selected. So it is selected right now. Let's zoom in so you can see it a little bit more clear. Okay, so if I select this, it's gonna highlight like this blue shade, like the outline, and then you're gonna go to editor, embed in, navigation controller. Okay, so basically what's gonna happen is you're gonna segue into the navigation controller, but navigation controller holds a view controller as its root controller. So this view controller is going to become part of the navigation controller. So when user navigates to this view controller, they're not going to see this, but they're going to see a nav bar along with the view controller. Okay, and we're going to check it out, like how it looks. So let's go ahead and zoom into this view controller for now. I'm going to hide the bottom bar, and we're going to drag and drop a table view. And this table view, just drop it anywhere and constrain it to be 0 points from all sides. We want it to be covering the entire screen. Okay, so this is our nav bar, and you're going to give it a title, journal home, or my journal, maybe. Okay, right. And next thing we're gonna do is first of all, we're gonna update this constraint a bit for the bottom, which needs to say that, not the leading, sorry, it's the bottom that we need to select. Double click and select it to be super view, and make the constant to be 0. Okay, now we want to select table view cell, So I'm going to open the Object Explorer and drop a table view cell as well, and gonna increase its size a bit, and basically gonna drop another UI view. So let's open Object Library one more time, UI view. Okay, let's color it a little bit different so we can see it clearly. Okay. Now I'm gonna height it 160, the entire cell, so I can actually make this one 160 as well. So I'm gonna give it like maybe 10 points from top, 10 points from left, and about 10 points from bottom. So that's 20 points. So that means 160 minus 20 is 140. So we're gonna give it width and height of 140 by 140. Okay, and we have some constraint issues, so let's take a look. I think it's gonna be the height that's gonna be complaining about, so let's go ahead and delete the height if it fixes the problem. Yes, it does. Okay, so height is going to be basically adjusted by the parent cell. So basically this cell. That's why it was complaining about height, but we are only defining width. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop a label inside this. Center it. Let's make sure it's 0 points or maybe 10 points from our sides. So there we go. And gonna make sure it's actually center aligned. So center aligned. Let's change its font as well. And make it medium metallic. About 22 points. Make sure it's like lines are 0, so it can wrap itself around. Color is white, and we're gonna give it a dummy date. So October 08 2018, for example. There we go. So this is what it's going to look like, and we're going to drop a couple of other labels. So going to drop one right here. Title, and we're going to drop another one, and we're going to name this one description. Okay, now we're going to constrain this to be let's see, make sure that we are positioning it right. So 11 points from top, 8 points from left, and 8 points from right. Add these 3, and then we're gonna do the same thing here. So we're gonna say 8 points from top and left and right, and also bottom. Okay, now it's gonna complain, basically saying like, you know, it can't do bottom because it's not gonna be able to stretch it, because that's not the only label that's available. So what we can do is, instead of having a relation equal to, we can say it's greater than or equal to. So basically the value of bottom constraint has to be greater than or equal to 8. So it has to be at minimum 8, or when it grows, it should grow like, you know, greater than 8. Okay, so and the way it's going to grow is basically we're going to set the lines to be 0, and then we can select both of them, change their font as well while we are here, and that's actually good. Okay, now we're gonna set the color for this dark gray, and this one dark gray, but let's set it a custom so we can dim a little bit lighter. Okay, there we go. Alright, that looks good, and I want to set this one a little bit more darker than what it is. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, alright, let's set this font to be a little bit smaller than what it is, and we're simply gonna select this and say title DESC, and we're gonna copy and paste a whole bunch of time so it takes up the okay, so this is what we want to check if the constraints are actually working the way it's supposed to work, but it is not. So let's check out why it is. We're gonna make sure that it is set to 0 line, and select the bottom constraint. Let's make sure it's okay. So it is less than actually, and what we want to do is we want to constrain it to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. So that's what I want to check. So you can say it needs to be 5 lines or shorter. Okay, and now we actually go back and revert our constraint change. Okay, so it has to be, there we go. Awesome. So this is how you can actually you can figure out like how your content is gonna basically look like. And if I delete it and I just have one line, it's gonna be okay. If I have a little bit fewer than one line, it's gonna be okay. So alright, let's do this one. Okay, so that's perfect. Okay, so our main view is ready. In the next video, let's go ahead and bind it with a view controller and populate this table view with some dummy data, so we can at least go ahead and log in and see the screen. Okay, so this is it for this video. In the next video, we're going to be populating the screen. Okay, all right, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.